We're live. And Murphy is still missing. We're gonna hang these up tomorrow, and me and Gizmo are gonna try and help Murphy find his way back home tomorrow. I got a couple of things that I wanted to do today. Nothing major. Right now, working on getting some Vulcan parts going. So, be able to work on that Kawasaki Vulcan a little bit. And, yeah, we'll be able to get that bike running. We'll be all good to go. Need to clean this bucket out. So, basically, yeah, you guys in a little bit closer, see what I'm doing. Got some Rit dye, some new wine color. So this is quite a bit darker than the other Rit dye that I had. So I'm going to be dyeing the vest. Trying to get this Santa vest a little bit darker. I'm going to have to boil some water or get some really hot water going. So let me set this up on this clamp on the clamp on the clamp. And yeah, let me throw this over here for a second while I go fill up this bucket. I'm gonna have to get some hot water running. And let me just quickly read through these directions and just verify that I have everything all kind of squared away before I go boil the water. It says, this is also something that I wanted to repair today, was this little clamp thing. I need to do some welding on it. Let's see. So on the Rit dye, it says shake well before using, rubber gloves, hot water. So it says a cup of salt. All right, so I obviously have to get this salt opened up and get a cup of that ready to go, so I can just mix it all in there. And the purpose of all this is to dye this denim vest a little bit darker red. I bleached it like it's probably about a month ago and dyed it red with this Rit dye. And it came out a little bit too bright red. So, oh, Rob, I was just talking about your dog. I was just mentioning that we were going to go out and try and put out the missing dog flyers for Murphy. Uh-oh. Hey, what's up, police government? Nothing to see here, unless you've seen Rob's dog, Murphy. He is missing. He does like to dig holes, and he does like to wear little outfits. So if you've seen him, please let us know. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Yeah. They're probably just here to find your dog, Rob. So, yeah, trying to get this denim vest dyed a little bit darker red. And, yeah, I'm going to try this wine-colored Rit dye. I got my bucket here, and I'm going to go ahead and get some hot water going. Let me
Max Plus is a lightweight everyday
skip this ad real quick.
At just 40 pounds.
All right. You guys have to give me a moment here. I'm going to have to let me actually swap you around here while I go grab a stick. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go inside and fill up that bucket with some water. I had a specific stirring stick that I use for the dyeing last time. And it seems to have wandered away. Oh, there's one. Maybe this is it? Nice, found it. Found the stirring stick. It's covered in cobwebs. So, give you guys a little something interesting to look at. What's up, Sample Singer? How you doing, buddy? And Andrew Williams. Oh man, hell no. Oh, nice. What's up, Phantom? One of my my grandpa was from Cavite. All right, guys. I'm gonna go fill up the bucket real quick, and then I'll run inside here and add this RIT dye. So just give me a few minutes here. I'm gonna have to go inside, and the mic it could possibly cut out. Just give me a few minutes, guys. All right, got the hot water, guys. All right, here we go. Okay, let me quickly get this camera repositioned so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right. Got the water right there. Let me see. There we go. Actually, let me grab this thing. I have not used it, really, so I'll use it now. It's a little tripod thing. Let's give it a whirl. I used it like twice, but see if it can make my life a little bit easier. All right, taking you off of this one. And we'll go into the bendable tripod thing. Give me a second, it's gonna be rough. Hold on tight. All right, not as bad as I thought. Okay, let's see. Let me get this thing squared away real quick. I can make it a little bit taller here and give you a better viewpoint. How's that? Okay. I'm gonna add this. Oops. I'm gonna add this RIT dye. Or actually, I need to get a measuring cup real quick for the salt. It's 1 cup. If I remember correctly. And if you guys are curious, I am trying to make this vest a little bit darker because I am making a riding vest for my Santa costume. So, go riding around with my Santa costume on my motorcycle every year. So, yeah, I'm going to, let me see. Yeah, 1 cup of salt. I thought about it last year. I talked to my buddy about it. He said, you should make a sick riding vest. I was like, yeah, I should. So I'm going to do that. And that's the first step is just make a red vest. So got the 1 cup of salt there. I'm going to drop it into the bucket. And then I'm going to throw the dye in there real quick. I feel like somebody opened this already because there's a little bit on the outside. Let me get you in close on this. This is probably a pretty cool visual. Here's the dye. Oh, what's up, P0? What up, man? You been riding? You know, riding on the e-bike? Nice. In goes the wine colored red dye. Let me get a little mix real quick before I add the Burma in there. This is just a cheap, like, denim vest. Not cheap as in, I mean, it seems like okay quality. It was just like not an expensive one. So, not anything vintage or anything like that. So I'm just gonna dip this thing in there. Courtney specifically asked to watch, so I figured I should probably get her in on the action. Oh, what's up, the deal? Yeah, I know. The deal for real? The dye for real. We're dyeing the vest, finally. Nice. Hey man, I'll be back in around 10-15 minutes. I think I done on myself. I need to change my boots. They starting to fill up. Oh man. Red X. You know what? If your boots are starting to fill up with Dookie, I suggest you take care of it. I cannot imagine what kind of a mess or what kind of a nightmare that would be in between your shoes or like in between your toes. If you're walking around with some sort of something in your shoes like that, I mean, can you imagine the chafing or the blisters? If you got a blister on that, could you imagine? I can't imagine. I'm trying to imagine, but I can't. The wine-colored red dye. Keep your feet dry. I'm trying to, Dankenstein24, I'm trying to keep my feet dry as you suggested. But you know what? These Georgia boots, if they get a little bit jacked up, that's all right. I like it. I think they look cooler when they're a little bit jacked up. I love these Georgia boots. You have no idea how much I love these Georgia boots. These are literally the most comfortable boots I have ever worn in my entire life. And they're so flexible. It's like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Did you hear the blazing hot news from your friends at Verizon?
Do you guys remember that part on The Simpsons when Flanders said that?
Are you tired of phone plan gimmicks with you?
That was one of the funniest parts, I think. All right, so I got the uh-oh. That's not good. Hold on, my tripod little bolt thing came off on the bottom. Give me a second here. I don't want to accidentally have this thing fall apart. 1 second, guys. All right, there we go. All right. Got it all sorted. So I basically just have to keep stirring this for, I believe, a little bit. Let's see. It says on here, shake well, which I did not do. I forgot to do that. Actually, you know, it's a good thing I didn't shake it well because that little thing was unsealed. If I would have shaken it well, who knows what could have happened. It could have worked properly. If I would have shaken it well, it might have come out right. Can't have that happen. Let me get probably all the essential parts that were all in the bottom of the thing. Let me get all those inside there now. Now that I've ruined it again and jumped the gun. I'm a professional at jumping the gun. Let's see here. So it says add hot water. Okay. It says do not add to 5-gallon bucket. Uh-oh. Why not? I'm just kidding. So it says add salt, add dye, mix well, submerge, unfolded, wet fabric, stir consistently for up to 30 minutes. Okay, so the last time that I did this, I think I stirred it for about 2.5 seconds. and then just walked away from it and started working on a motorcycle. So I'm going to give it a little bit more tentative care. I guess I don't know if I even said that right. I don't know if that was even the right term. I for some reason my mind just pulled that phrase out, and I was like, I think that's right. I'm going to give it a little bit more attention, and try and stir it around a little bit more consistently. Last time I did leave it in there for like 3 days, but on this RIT dye it says, besides shaking well, which I did not do, it says stir consistently for 30 minutes until desired color is achieved. It says up to 60 minutes. So I'm not sure if after 60 minutes it just stops working or it stops absorbing as much color or what, but yeah, something interesting. The deal for real. Get the Santa on. You know what? I'm going to wear the costume pretty soon. Oh, come on, So. What does that mean, So? Tell me. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna get that Santa costume on pretty soon. Something I was thinking about the deal. I need to maybe get another wig, because the problem I keep having every time I ride around with it, I have the helmet on, and then when I take the helmet off, the wig like kind of wants to go with it. And I was thinking what I'll do is I'll attach like a little bit of a wig onto like the back side of the helmet, so it's kind of just sticking out, and then I'll have the regular wig on underneath, like kind of real fastened onto my head. Because sometimes whenever I'd stop, there'd be like kids around. I'd take the helmet off and then the wig would come off too, and I was like, oh shoot, dude, they're gonna think Santa's bald with like, yeah, they don't think Santa's like some bald dude. Because usually the beard would stay on, but the wig would want to come off or it would like look all crazy. So my thought was get a real, like, maybe get the wig and the beard that I have and make it real secure on my head, like maybe with some bobby pins or something so it can't come off real easily. And then just have a little bit sticking out, like get another wig and cut some off and stick it on the back side of that helmet. Or make like another wig that I could put on, like that'll attach on the inside of the helmet, so that the hair is still sticking out and everything, but yeah, it doesn't just like come off my head. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a way to make it look as realistic as possible, or as cool as possible. So it's coming out pretty cool. I like the, oh crap, I just got this all over that freaking monitor. That's not good. The color is much better with the dark red dye. I'm gonna let this thing sit in here for a little bit. It is also a lot hotter than it was before. October Morning. Oh, thanks October Morning for the sub. I am kind of making a costume. I'm working on a denim vest. I'm dyeing it darker red. I already bleached it and then dyed it red, and now I'm dyeing it a little bit darker red. It's a denim riding vest for a Santa costume that I wear when I ride my motorcycle every year. So usually I just ride around with the Santa costume on. And my friend suggested it. He's like, hey, you should make a cool vest, like a red one. I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. And then I told him, or he was talking about finding a Grinch costume. So I've been looking for one of those for him, but they're not too easy to come by. They are kind of easy to come by, but most of them just look like very, very cheap. So I don't know. Trying to make it a little bit more legit, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna let this thing sit in here and soak a little bit, and then let me just go ahead and get this set up. I wanted to repair this little piece for my camera, and I've been needing to do it, so I'm gonna take care of it and make a little handle for it real quick. Oops, just got some red dye on the measuring cup that we use all the time. Next time I make muffins, they will be wine colored. All right, I'm gonna keep this just in case I need to look at it again and be reminded on how I messed it up or something. So let me grab this camera off of this tripod thing because its work is pretty much done. I've been working on a little bit of a project here. I got these mannequin heads, and I was thinking, what should I do with these things? What do I know about dryers? I know a decent amount about dryers. So, I mean, an okay amount. Not a whole lot. What are you working on? I had to replace, I think it was the bearings in a dryer not too long ago. Basically, a little project that I was working on with the one of the mannequin heads. I had all these old cameras laying around, these Wise cameras that I have not been using, and I thought this might be kind of cool to make this into a sort of a security camera that can run off a solar panel. Why would it not be heating? I would check the lint trap. Check that first. Seems simple enough, but it could be super clogged up. And then check the little exhaust thing in the back of the dryer. That's pretty much the only two guesses I would have. So my idea was to basically, I'm not sure, Zork. That's like pretty much the extent of my dryer knowledge. So my idea is to basically cover this thing in these Wise cameras, put one on a bunch of different sides, and hook it up to a little, I know they have like a little solar powered setup, so I could do that. And then I also started taking one of these Wise 360 or these Wise pan cameras apart, and you can see it has these little motors in here. So my thought is this plastic case is just a plastic case. So basically, if I were to hook this up to the Wise app, all I'd have to do is just scan it. Obviously, probably won't use this one because it's been outside, living outside for like 6 years. I'd probably use this one, which I bought like not that long ago. But I just want to open this up and get to these little motors and stuff. But I figured I could go on the app and use the app. And if I could maybe hook up these lenses into her eyes or something, or also just use the app to utilize these little motors and stuff to control the actual mannequin if I wanted to possibly hook this up on the bottom somewhere and make it move. I doubt it would have that much power to actually move this whole mannequin head. But the inside of this thing is actually filled with foam, so I could lighten it up quite a bit and make it movable, or maybe cut off the top section and make just the top of the head move or something like that. I don't know. But I figured this little what's up, the deal? I figured I could use all these little motors and stuff inside here and just use the app for this camera to control it. So I don't see why that wouldn't work. Maybe I could have a camera inside the backside or something. I don't know. I also had this little Instax instant camera. And I thought maybe this would be cool to somehow, I don't know, Mad Max attach onto the back of this thing, maybe with a little backpack or something, and make this thing basically like a weird survival camera that you could bring out with you somewhere and set up, and it'd be like a 360 camera. Have like 8, I don't know, 4, 5 lenses on it. I don't know why I said 8. But yeah, I was trying to figure out something to do with that. So that was my thought on that. I'm going to start working on this thing. Let me actually move all these cameras and stuff off of here and set this up. What if I turn Kathy into a robot? You know what? I would like to do something with these things. I was looking up, like, I think it's called linear actuators, which would be able to basically make it into like moving eyes and mouth and head and things like that. But I wasn't sure. The thing that is kind of holding me up is the thought of, like, how would I program it and all that. I don't want to dive too deep into learning all that stuff right now because I don't have the time for that. But I don't know if I could figure out some kind of simple rotating mechanism or something. Could always do that. Figure it out. Is it Kathy? I kind of like that name for this one. I don't know. This one is just the unknown visitor. That's just her name for now. But Kathy is kind of a fun name for this one. I don't know. I like that. Are you proposing to Zork player that this one of the hosts is named Kathy here? This is Courtney right here. Not to be confused. This is Courtney and Gizmo. They are the co-hosts, Fang's Garage. In case you guys are curious what I'm doing right here. I know that the camera was just like off looking at this thing and it was just like moving around. But I can assure you I was just going like this. Just trying to stir it. I'm trying to be, I'm trying to pay attention to it this time. Last time I like left it sitting there. So not trying to do that. So don't be alarmed. I was just trying to show off. Courtney is Michelle Obama. What? How is Courtney Michelle Obama? Don't say that. Michelle Obama, her neck is not that long. I've measured it. It's not. Yeah, this is one of the newest members on Fang's Garage. I literally had to fix this thing as soon as I got it. Got it for $3. It's already trying to cause problems. Gizmo is not liking it either, if you couldn't tell. He does not like it because it's trying to invade on his personal space. Big Mike, Courtney, Kathy, and Broomhilda. Can you shout out my friend? Oh, John. I would love to shout out your friend, John. Big shout out to John from Gizmo and Courtney here at Fang's Garage. Shout out, John. Hope you're having a fun night. What's up, Lord Panda? How are you doing? The baby panda is actually up there in the rafters, and it is hiding from this Tarzan-type baby that is crawling among the attic space. It is constantly trying to attack people. It's crawling around. No one knows where it came from. It just came into the garage one day, so... shout out to my guy Sammy. Shout out Sammy to your boy Drew. How you doing, Drew? Drew, how are you doing, Drew? I'm guessing your middle name is Paul. Drew Paul Balls. Drew Paul Balls. How are you doing, Drew? And Sammy, I love the little picture that you have there, Sammy. We're here, we're stirring, we're blurring the lines between reality of me not being Santa Claus and me being the actual Santa Claus. So when this thing is fully dyed, I'm going to take it out and see what it looks like. It's been in there for a while. Let's let it sit a little bit longer, shall we? Is that thing's relative? You know what? It could be. It could be his cousin. Actually, now that you mention that, Zork, that could be his cousin. It's possible. It would not surprise me. Let me find a little piece of metal here. Got about 10 million of them laying around, so shouldn't be that hard. Got a bunch here. I can probably find a tiny one. Try not to use one that I am going to probably definitely use for the gas tank, but I think it'll be okay. I'll just steal one. Steal one of these short ones. All right. So the plan is basically this little knob thing that looks exactly like this broke off of here. This clamp is perfectly good for my camera and everything, so I'm just going to make a little replacement handle right here. The way I'm going to do that is just use a grinder and just weld it. And yeah, let me actually move this die a little bit. So in the event that I drop something, it doesn't just fall into the die. Although that would be good content, it would probably be kind of devastating to whatever falls in there, including any small animals that may be inside the garage. You never know. Very possible. Grab this thing out of the way. All right. So, what kind of motorcycle is that tank for that you have hanging there? Lord Panda. Are you talking about this gas tank right here? I believe this is for a touring Harley Davidson. Not sure what year it is from. Yeah, I need to get rid of that tank. I bought that at the swap meet and thought I would use it, and I don't think I'm going to use it. Courtney needs a facelift. You're right, Zork. Let me go ahead and give her a little adjustment here. She was looking a little bit off. If you guys aren't aware, Courtney does have a medical condition where she has spider eggs that grow underneath her lower lip. So it is unfortunately something she can't help. It is not the Green Goblin. It is the haunted witch mask that lives over there. Nice looking tank. Oh, thanks, Lord Panda. I have another gas tank that I'll be working on here maybe within the next, I don't know, a couple of weeks or so. For my other tank, it's a coffin-shaped gas tank that I will be hopefully welding up and finishing. So I'm excited about that. I've been wanting to do that for a while, and that bike, it needs to be fixed. So, or it needs to be finished, rather. I'm just going to give a rough estimate. I'm going to guess that much is more than enough. So let me go ahead and cut this thing real quick. I've got wolf spiders on my gizmo. Oh, buddy. Wolf spiders on a gizmo. That is not a good recipe. I heard that you're not supposed to get them wet or keep them near bright lights, but the professor here has thought this was a perfect idea to put bright lights on Gizmo, and he's put a little bit of spider venom on him. I don't know what the idea was behind that, but he thought it was a good idea. So he said, let's put spider venom on him. He said, are we supposed to put liquid on him? I said, no, I don't think so. So let's put spider venom on him then. It's not liquid. So I would not suggest doing that. If you do have a Mogwai in your possession, I would highly suggest not putting any sort of soap, detergent. I tried that already. That does not work. They cannot be put in a bath. Even if you put, it's a bubble bath, it will not work. They get very crazy. I also tried giving him a little bit of hot sauce. And then that did not work. I tried skin lotion, didn't work. I tried hair gel, didn't work. He looked really good. Didn't work though. I mean, the hairstyle was perfect. Perfect hold, everything. Perfect volume, perfect everything. But it did not work. He got very mad. He mutated. I tried a bunch of different things with him, but it just was not working out. Let me go ahead and cut this real quick. Not make this into a whole gigantic event where it takes me an hour and a half to cut a little tiny piece of metal. Let me just quickly handle this business. I don't know what they mean by standing on business, but I'm going to stand on something and I'm going to handle my business. I'm about to stand all over this business. Oh, a big, gigantic piece of lint just flew up my nose. All right. You know what? This business is about to drive me nuts. I freaking forgot that the blade came off there. Gosh darn it. All right. I'm about to handle this business real quick. I'm not going to play around like this anymore. Let me just grab the grinder out. I'm done. Hold on. Give me a bumpy ride. I'm getting the grinder out. It'd take 10 seconds. It's going to take me longer to find the grinder than it will to actually cut it. Probably help if I have this on, huh?
Nano Banana Pro is now on Artlist. Get Google's most up-to-date.
I don't see the grinder anywhere.
Leading AI models on Artlist.
If that was my workshop, it would be 100% neat. Don't forget to stir. You know what? Thank you for the reminder. I will admit that it is not a neat workshop, but I cannot help it.
And watch it come to life. Check out Nano Banana Pro on Artlist.
I've got to have 100 projects going at once. Get this stirred up a little bit.
Lowe's knows snow days don't end outside, so save now on Whirlpool.
I'm going to guess it's been in here for about 30 minutes.
And Whirlpool refrigerators help load all you need to make holiday meals their best.
All right. Got it all stirred up. And this grinder has to be here somewhere. This is the dirtiest part of the shop, is this thing. This whole area is, I will admit, so dirty and messy. And I was planning on trying to clean it. But unfortunately, I did not get to that yet. Looks like I did find one of the grinders, but not the one that I wanted. Let me put you guys on the old push broom cam. All right. Give me a second here. Let me find this grinder. It's kind of hard to do with the camera in my hand. Should be right here. Used it fairly recently. I need to either go fishing or get rid of this fishing stuff. My vote is to go fishing. Let me grab this grinder out. I need it. Probably leave it over here. Let me find this other grinder. It's got to be sitting around here somewhere. Kind of hard to believe that you could just lose a. Oh, here it is. All right, got it. Got the grinder. Let me just get a cutting wheel real quick. Actually, let me do this. It makes more sense to clean this up a little bit before I cut it. Let me move you guys over here. Oh, what the heck? What the heck is retouch? Okay. I would have projects, but everything would have a place. You know what, Zork? Normally, everything does kind of have a place, but unfortunately, this week was super busy, and I let the projects get the best of me. So I have not had a chance to really reorganize and regroup and refocus the efforts. I'm surrounded, and everything has its weapons drawn as far as the projects are concerned. Was that a real fish? Yes, Zork. Got some taxidermy up there. Some piranha specimens. I'm guessing if you ever had to move packing up your garage items, would it be a ball breaker? It has happened one time. I packed everything up one time. Wasn't as bad as I thought. It sucked. I didn't move every single thing, but yeah, it sucked. No doubt about it. Ross, I'm hoping I can be ahead of that, so I'm not caught off guard or anything. So let me go ahead and get my extension cord over here real quick, and then get this grinder going. And do a little bit of welding. Probably be better if I just use the flap disc. All right. Just gonna quickly clean up this part. You know what? I'm gonna try and clean up this rack maybe tomorrow. I was going to try and do it today, but I'm getting busy. What's up, Vancouver? Nice, dude. What's going on in Vancouver tonight, man? Let me give me 1 second, guys. Let me grab my sweater off. A little too loose of a garment. I don't want to chance it. Some of the scariest videos that I've seen are sorry, my volume got turned down for some reason. Some of the scariest videos I've seen are people getting sucked into lathes, so I don't want that to happen. Let me grab a scribe real quick to properly mark this, so that when I cut this, or when I clean this up, I still have a mark. All right, got the rusty piece of metal, and I got a little scribe line in there to hopefully keep my spot. Fire up the grinder real quick. All right, not too bad. Looks a lot cleaner than it did. I'm gonna paint it anyways when I'm done. I just want to make sure that it will weld up properly. Let's see, let me grab a cutting wheel real quick. This one looks pretty ragged. All right, come on, cutting wheels. Let's go. Move out. All right. You didn't see that. I meant that was one of those Rube Goldberg machines. What's it called? Whenever like you make the thing do like 50 different things and then it like sharpens a pencil. Rube Goldberg, is that what it's called? That's what that was. That was the beginning of it. This ping pong ball was supposed to fall, and then there was a ramp, and then this mouse runs out, and all this stuff happens. But I didn't have it all set up, so that's why that thing fell. In the middle of using the grinder, I realized it doesn't matter if I lose that little spot or not. I could just as easily mark it again, and I don't care. So there is nothing specific about it. This is literally just whatever size I want it to be, and just need to put a handle on it. So I'll probably put it like, cut it like right there, just give myself a little extra room. I'm not going to measure anything. I'm just going to cut it and put it on there, and that's it. Nice. Let me grab something so I can grab that. Let's see here. Grab some sort of I don't know, little needle nose pliers or something. Not worth burning my hand over this little insignificant thing. Okay, grab this. There it is. A little piece, a little mild steel piece. What's going on in Vancouver, Ross? Anything? What's it like in Vancouver? Does anyone call it Vancouver? Like, or what's it like up there? Never been. Courtney's been. She loves it. Unfortunately, though, I have never been to Vancouver. Just going to use the grinder a little bit to clean this up. Actually, yeah. I'm going to take that long. Just going to clean up this little edge. Let's give it a little special treatment, shall we? I'm still a loser, Fang. I haven't done anything productive. What'd you do today, the deal for real? What did you do today? That's what I want to know. I think you are doing productive stuff. You just don't think it's productive. I think you need to get some Celsius and you'll become as productive as your heart desires. You did eat 3 tamales with cheese? Okay. Well, that's, you know what? You had to microwave it, so that's productive to me. I mean, if you ate it cold, I'm gonna have to pull back on the points, on the productivity points. If you ate a cold tamale, the deal, you need to stop. All right, you need to at least heat it up. Come on, man. You just tell me you're gonna eat a cold tamale? You deserve to sit there and heat it up, dog. Come on. Especially if it's a cheese one, because then you gotta have the cheese be kind of melty, right? Tell me you heated it up. Come on. Oh, you put it in the oven? See? All right. See, you took it. I was gonna say microwave, and you took it to a further level than I would have. I would have just microwaved it. I would have said, put on a new retro wave and throw it in the microwave. Let's go. I can't. I gotta eat it now. You took it to a next level, see? You should start up your own tamale channel. The deal? Tamale, you do the tamale, I'll do the banana bread. Thanks, the deal. I got this thing maybe like 5 years ago on eBay for like 300 bucks, I think. And then it kind of broke a couple different ways and I had to keep fixing it. But now it's not as broke. It's still broken, but it's not as broke as it was. Still somewhat usable. Just gonna throw this in here and clean up these edges real quick. I figured, you know what, if this is gonna be a cool little handle for me, I should at least handle it, you know?
With Black Friday savings at the Home Depot,
Get this on here.
appliances like LG, with new features like handmade craft ice.
Sorry, guys.
Offers even more to celebrate.
Trying to get this camera adjusted.
Free delivery at the Home Depot.
There we go. All right. We've got a little puffed guardian of the button right there. Let me get the actual lathe plugged in, right? Probably need to supply some sort of power to it, I assume. Let me do that real quick. And just quickly dress up the end of this thing and just make it look a little nicer, since I'm doing all this for just, you know, just for giggles. I figured, you know what, let's giggle. If we're doing it for giggles, let's get our giggle on, guys. All right, we've got power. We've got our safety switches off. We've got our little bit right here. Let's make sure we can get some clearance. Okay, just about. Let me move you up one level so you can maybe get an actual view of what's going on. See here. Let's try this. No? Hold on, got one right here. Here we go. All right. Hopefully that stays. Let's try it. Got the button on. She's ready to fight. She wants some. This lady likes to fight. And she does not fight clean. She fights very dirty. Trying to make it look a little bit cleaner than I did have it. Yeah, I agree. The deal for real. All lathes are worth their weight in gold. This thing has paid itself off, certainly, over the years, just for making little spacers and stuff like that for all the projects and stuff. So here's what the end looks like now. Looks a lot better than it did. So I'm just going to do that on this side. This is just a regular cut piece. So see it there. I'm just going to try and clean it up and just kind of clean up the edge a little bit and just make it look a little more presentable. And then weld it on there. Get a little welding going. Whoops, camera's falling. That is not the proper way to do it, but that's how I'm going to do it. You know that's how I'm going to do it. I don't care about the proper way. This thing that I'm working on was going to be dead if I didn't do something about it. So the fact that I am fixing it at all is a miracle for this little thing. So so this side came out like
everything I found
not the worst and not the best, just enough.
Start at just $1.99. I found this bed and
So let me go ahead and
dining table and
I'll leave this in there just in case I forget. Let me go ahead and this is what I was sitting on. The CB750 is the chair that I was using to use the lathe. Just chilling on the CB750. That's why I like having the center stand on here. Kind of nice. All right, go ahead and get this piece nice and cleaned up. How does it look, Professor? Checking it out with his good eye. Yeah, looks good. Pass the test. All right. Can't forget, give this a stir. It's been in there for 50 minutes. Again, this is all planned. It's all scheduled. It's all part of the plan. And he's keeping an eye on all. It's my uncle. He will not move out. And he likes to just hang out with the night vision goggles on and check on things. Of course, got the signature Fang's Garage Rat Think light. All the collection, all the treasure trove. All the cast members are here. And they are ready to see some welding. And so am I. This is pretty much stirred up. The Rit Dye denim vest. We're going to stir it up one last time and really make sure that everything is thoroughly coated. And then I'm going to take it out and start rinsing it off and see how it looks and then wash it off. And that'll be that. All right. Last stir is all stirred. I'm gonna go ahead and set this all up now to start doing some welding. Might actually need this clamp. All right. Let's do it. Operation Save the Clamp is underway. Let me see how I'm going to set this up. Let me move a couple of things real quick. All right. You guys put on this other. Oh! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, they are pissed. They are so agitated. The doctor is gonna need to have a doctor called. Yeah, that clamp was clamped so hard on the thing. I thought it was gonna just come loose on the camera mount. Oh no, her eye. No, her good eye. Oh no. Now she's looking both ways. Uh-oh. That's not good. She's constantly rolling her eye at me. She's not very happy about that, guys. Gosh. Let me get this thing I was trying to do. Okay. Or you know what, actually? I'm gonna put you guys on the tripod. Let me drop you off. It's like when the shuttle drops off the thing with the booster. That was the booster pack. And I'm gonna go into this thing real quick. This wiry thing. I thought having it being able to bend would be a good idea. Not such a good idea. All right. I muted it and then unmuted it. Can you confirm if there's still no audio, Richard? All right. Let me just get this cleaned up a little bit. I've cleaned off some of this filler rod before, and it's pretty dirty. I don't know if you're supposed to, but on occasion I remember to do it. And this one feels like it's been sitting out for a while. All right. Might need to put a little bit of a magnet on there, since it seems like it's falling off a little bit. Oh, all right, Richard. Are you good enough for heaven? Ever lied or stolen before? Ever cursed? Ever lusted or hated anyone before? I've done way worse stuff than that, man. Way worse stuff than that, man. But that's, I mean, yeah, you're right. Nobody is good enough to get into heaven. You are correct about that. Let's see here. Get a little magnet on here. A little rare earth magnet. That cow ring needs to come off your nose, bro, from Danny DeBoy. You know what? It has come off my nose quite a few times. I've taken it on and off throughout the years. I pierced it myself probably about 20 years ago when it was the metal thing to do to have a septum piercing. It was the most metal thing to go to shows and have a septum ring, and that's what it was about. So, I hate to be that hipster, but I did it way before it was. I mean, I did it way before it was the cool thing to do. But yeah, it'll probably come out at some point. I take it out, I get tired of it, and then I put it back in, and I take it back out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, and out. Yeah, but it never fully heals. It doesn't heal closed. Trying to close up this little gap a little bit. There we go. It doesn't just ever fully close. I pierced it in the parking lot, and it was at a 12 gauge. So unfortunately for me, there's always going to be like at least a 12 gauge hole in my septum, no matter what. So I believe that is the correct term for the piercing, is a septum. But I know a lot of people call it bull ring. I think it does kind of look like a bull ring. But it doesn't bother me. Quite frankly, I'm surprised people even say anything about my nose ring, considering my snake bite piercings are usually the thing that people would draw their attention to. But as of lately, I think it's the trend to call out people that have a septum piercing, which is yeah, I don't know, it's a new trend. I don't really care. I just hope the new trend is going to be fixing little insignificant camera clamps. Not insignificant if you use it, right? I just need this thing to be on here for long enough to get just a tack on here And then I can take this stinking magnet off. Might even just be easier to hold it with my darn hand. I'm just gonna try that. I'm sitting here getting it all dirty with like the fingers that have not touched acetone in, I don't know, 2 months. What's up, Weasel B? Ground to your vice. You know what, Richard Lindley? Bella, I am fixing this little part, doing some welding. You know, I was gonna ground it to the vise, but the only thing is, it is, the clamp itself, I believe, is aluminum, and then it's got a little steel bolt in there. So let me get this camera over here now. You know, probably make the most sense. Hold on 1 second, guys. Turn from sin and turn to God. I agree. So basically, let me move it into frame a little bit. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so it's this part is aluminum, this part is steel. What I'm having a problem with is just kind of balancing this on here right in the center, but I think I'm just going to hold it. Yeah, just try and tack it on like that. I don't care if it's perfect or anything. Again, no one is perfect, like he was saying. Nobody is perfect. And that is why we need Jesus. Because he was perfect. All right. Got the torch. Let's get this thing turned on. Move my uncle here.
Source your research.
Oh.
Equip your experiments. Supply your production.
And plug this thing in real quick.
It's easier.
All right.
Signal the ultimate scientific news.
Almost got it.
Go to cityscience.com and start exploring today.
Did you hear the blazing hot news from your friends at Verizon?
All right.
If your current AT&T or T-Mobile bill and give you an even better deal.
Got the welder on. Oh, that's what was holding me up. Stupid paint tray. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Tangled up.
Guaranteed, better value for as easy as 1, 2, 3. And here's your confident you will enough. Verizon will take your flat. That's right.
All right. Grab the foot pedal. Probably need that, huh? Probably need that. Probably need the welding hood too, right? See if I can forget anything else. Oh, of course. Forgot. Need some darn batteries in this stinking thing. Ah, just had to be the case, huh? Let me pop this thing out real quick. I got this welding hood on, I don't know, eBay or something a while ago. But it's worked pretty reliably since I've got it. I think I paid like maybe 30 bucks for it at some point. It's probably about 6 years ago, 7 years ago. The brand is Deco, D-E-K-O. It had kind of a wide field of vision. That's why I liked it. On the next one that I get, I'll probably try to get one with like a light on it, because I've noticed that having a light on there makes a huge difference when I've just put like a headlamp on there. So yeah, probably my next welding hood or helmet, whatever you call it, I'll probably put or get one with a light. I've seen some with some lights built into it, but obviously I want to get one with this 2032 replaceable battery ones. I remember on the old Harbor Freight ones, you literally couldn't replace the battery. It was like a sealed unit, like sealed together. I was like, are you kidding me? You had to like go look up on the internet how to take apart the Harbor Freight thing and cut it apart to change the battery. And you had to like, I think you had to unsolder it and all that. And I was just like, that made me so mad. Like, I couldn't believe that they made it like that. They could easily have made it like this style where you could just put a new one in there. Luckily for me, when I go to Dollar Tree, I like to squirrel away and get extra batteries. So I grabbed some 2032s, which are the batteries I need. I have a Gremlin backpack that looks like that. Oh, sick, Weasel Bee. And nice hood, thank you. Yes, I wish I had a light for it. I need to get one. I was gonna buy a light for it, but I was like, I need a new welding hood anyway. So I'll probably just get one with a light built into it. I had seen some for like maybe 50 or 60 bucks. So I'm gonna probably get one of those. I don't know. I have to look up and see what the exact differences are with the nicer ones or not. I'm guessing it probably does make a difference, but I don't know what it is. All right, almost got these button cells open. Just trying not to slice my finger open with this pick. Yeah, I saw this really cool Gremlins toy. It was by this company called Trick or Treat Studios. And it was this huge, not huge, but they were pretty decent size gremlins. And they were made out of like, I think rubber. It's like a rubber coated plush. I wanted to get them. They look really cool. They're like $200 though, so I don't know about all that. Nice. All right, got it all squared away. I'm glad I had those 2032 batteries. Just that easy. Probably take a little bit more time to clean it all up, but I'm on sort of a time crisis right now. My friend is waiting for me in the car, and we are supposed to go out and go to a video game tournament where we play Time Crisis. So that's what I meant by a time. I'm like kind of on a time crisis right now. No, but I would put it in backwards, I believe. Yes. Put this thing in backwards. Harbor Freight sent out Garbo in the beginning. I got one of their crappy multimeters, and it was wired backwards. Oh, nice. That sucks, man. Yeah, sometimes it's a hit or miss with Harbor Freight stuff. Yeah, I was charging $200. They were charging $200 for a Tron backpack, and I just printed one. Oh, nice. You're running a 3D printer, I'm guessing? Pretty cool. Yeah, I had a 3D printer at one point. It was called a TiVo Flash. But unfortunately, it was kind of, by the time I got it, it was already kind of outdated and stuff. So the technical support and stuff wasn't really there for it anymore. And everything was moving towards, can't remember the name of the company, but I think it was Creality or something like that. I think that's what everyone was using. So, all right, got the hood all sorted out. Let's get this weld on. Let me move you guys over here. Gizmo, I know they said to keep him away from bright lights, but he loves to be up close and personal with the welds. So we're gonna see what happens when he looks directly into the welds without his welding goggles on. Normally he likes to wear them just whenever we're watching movies or playing video games or stuff, but he's not gonna wear them right now. So we'll see what happens. All right, I think everything's pretty much cleaned up, locked, loaded. The hairy hand is here and he is ready to hold on tight. Let's take a ride on the Alpha TIG 201 XD TIG welder. We got the Tillman gloves. They're ready to go. The Bamboo Lab is doing it right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard about Bamboo Labs. I've heard that name a lot, so I'm guessing they're doing something right. Let's see if this thing is shooting out gas the way it should. No? Is it? Let me check this real quick. Post flow, that was down to 1 second. I'm gonna put it up to like almost 3 seconds. Let me try that. Sorry, guys. Huh. Seems like the gas is not flowing correctly. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Let's do it. I'm just gonna wing it and just do my best to try and line everything up best I can. Again, I don't care if it's not perfect. Let's weld it. Just gonna try and tack it first. Okay. Hood's not working. Okay. Now, for some reason, it started working. All right. All right. Hang on. Let me do my thing before you give me any sass. I'll call it good right there. Oh, uh-oh. Maybe some sort of dissimilar metal. Oh boy. It got very hot. And I'm not sure what that little bolt is made out of, but I don't think it's made out of steel. I definitely don't think it's made out of steel. Maybe it's made out of aluminum and trying to weld aluminum with steel. Didn't actually check. I just assumed it was made out of steel, but I could be completely wrong. We'll let it cool for a second, and yeah. Let's see. Kind of gave me a weird reaction. Definitely didn't like it. Whatever it is. Could be coated in something maybe, perhaps. You know what? Maybe I could ground it through the clamp now, or the vise, because, oh no, well, if I do it like this, I could. Maybe. No. Whatever. I'll just continue to do it like this. Trying to get this in here as delicately as I can, since it seemed like the weld was not on there that well. A very tiny little glob on there. All right, let me try and put another little globule, see what happens. Try and add a little filler rod too. It seems like it's coated with something. I'm not positive what it is. Okay, it seems to have accepted it. Has it accepted its fate? I don't know. We'll find out. Seems like it wasn't fighting back as hard. If I could just build it up a little bit more, and yeah, I think it'll be okay. Go ahead and get some more room on here. Get it away from the actual clamp. There we go. Nice and crooked. That's okay. I don't care. As long as I can clamp it on something. This is basically a like GoPro or Insta360 or just a camera clamp that I could use, and it was basically going to go in the trash because this thing is like all one unit. This is a weird like regular thread, and then this is reverse thread. And so I'm going to weld this up a little bit more. I think now what I could do is put it in the vise. Carefully. And clamp the ground on like that. Let's see if that'll work. Oh, dipped it. I dipped it right in there. Took it for a little dip. I said, hey, do you guys want to go for a dip? Yeah! The kids all grabbed their floaties, went for a dip. Right in the weld puddle. It's okay. Everybody dips every once in a while. That's all right. I just happen to dip all the time. It's all right. If you don't ever dip, you'll never not dip. So that's the only way, right, guys? In order to not dip, you must first dip. Give him some food. I cannot give him any food. Asita? You know I can't do that, Asita. I know he looks cute and he looks innocent, but you know I can't give him no food. He's begging me for a tamale earlier.
Easy.
You heard me talking about it with the deal. He said, oh man, tamale? I said, yeah, tamale. He cooked it in the oven. And Gizmo was very excited about that. He said, oh, oven. That's all he could say. Oven. All right, get a little bit more welding. A little less chatting. Okay, that'll work too. Let me pull this tungsten out a little bit. It's been dipped few too many times. It's been dipped more than a lady at a dance class. It's been dipped more than a freaking gigantic tortilla chip at a salsa factory. That giant tortilla chip's been passed around like nobody's business. They had a giant tortilla chip at a salsa factory one time. It was such a giant tortilla chip, they wouldn't even bite it. They would just suck the salsa off of it. They wouldn't even bite the darn thing. I'm trying my best here, guys. I'm not a good welder by any means. But I am trying to be a good welder someday, and I gotta make some crappy welds in order to make some good welds, right? Also, I don't know what kind of metal this is. I could be welding adamantium steel that is taken from Wolverine's upper fibia, and I could be trying to weld it onto this little piece of steel that came from a small river in Singapore that they mined out of a little tiny rock. I have no idea where this metal came from. It came in the mail when I ordered it. You tell me. Maybe you guys know. Maybe there's a geologist out there, he knows. He says, oh, that is a mild steel harvested from this sort of ingot. There's actually surprisingly a lot of geologists that watch the show, you guys. I know it might seem strange, but this is a hot spot for geologists. They love Fang's Garage. They love all the treasures that we find here, all the excursions. And if you guys want to see some of those bizarre treasures, you can feel free to watch the channel or watch the video that I put out earlier. How does that feel? 2 a.m. editing it. As you can see, I'm trying to build it up a little bit. Probably add a little bit more in this little pocket right here. Add a little bit more in the pocket. It's like a properly filled hot pocket. It needs to be having all the fillings. If you're following along, trying to fix your little tiny camera mount at home as well, make sure you drop the filler rod on the floor before you go ahead and weld some more on it. Okay, I don't want to get too zealous with that. It's piping hot. Speaking of piping hot, something that I am very excited to possibly get into soon that I would like to try is some sand casting. I'm really hoping that I will get a furnace and I'll be able to start making some coins and stuff. I think that'd be really cool. I'm really excited to try that, so let's hope that happens. Going to do a couple more passes on here, and then I think I'm going to say it's good. Pretty close. Again, I just don't want to blast through this too fast because it will just, I think, just burn right through it and melts off. It's so small. Let me move this thing off of here. It's bugging. I should have used my little grasshopper mount thing that I got. All right, throw a little more weld on here. Ah, jammed it right in there. Jammed it in there again. Nice and contaminated. That's how I like it. I like my welds to look kind of like a creme brulee, kind of with some pores in it. Get you guys in on a new angle. Get you in on a fresh perspective here. It's all metal in the end. What are you holding with that swivel double vise? So I am holding this little piece right here. This is for a camera mount. So this handle had broken off, and I'm just welding this little T handle on here, or at least attempting to. So I can actually use this thing again. So yeah, just throwing a little bit more weld on it and then I'll be done. I think I'm pretty close to being done. Let's see, it might be actually easier to just use it like this right now. Completely, well, I guess I'll leave it on top of here. Keep the heat off. All right. A little more filler rod in there. And then rotate it one more time. I think that'll be it. Oops. I don't think you're supposed to dip the tungsten directly into the weld puddle, unless I'm mistaken. If you guys know anything about welding, let me know. I don't think I'm supposed to touch it in there, but I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. All right, so that's basically the glob that's on there. It's like one giant dime. If we're talking about stacking dimes, I've stacked a, I'm gonna guess it's like one of the small watch batteries. Instead of dimes, I've stacked one small watch battery about right there. I'm gonna guess it's like, I think it's called a CR32 battery. I can't remember, the little single watch battery. That's what I've stacked. Not a dime exactly, but pretty close to it, if I don't say so myself. But it is what it is. I'm not a perfectionist by any means. I'm a humble guy, actually. If there's anything I want to brag about, it's that I'm so humble. Man, I'm trying to extend my swing arm. I wish I could hook up with you. Oh, P0. If you're ever out in California, let me know, man. But you know what? You could do it. I believe in you. What are you doing on the electric bike or what? Let me pull out this tungsten a little bit more since I keep dipping it in there like it's a little Dorito chip and it's the Super Bowl. And then there's a little guacamole, molten guacamole puddle right here that I can't get enough dips in. They said no double dipping, but I don't care. Oh, there it goes. He just fell off there. There went all that shielding gas right when I needed it. Oh my gosh. The contamination that just happened there was unreal. Oh. I see. That's why it's been so weird. It's a hollow bolt. Okay, that makes way more sense. Makes way more sense why it broke. So what I just discovered was this bolt is hollow. And it had the little clamp, this part, on the end of there, like a little plug into this bolt. So that explains, because I just burned it and it just burned a hole, and I saw the whole thing had a hole going all the way through it.
You even get those unlimited mastering.
It was going all the way through it. If you can even believe it, it was going all the way through it. That hole, insane, unbelievable. I can't believe they designed it like that. It's unreal. Okay, it's a camera holder. I call it a swivel double vise. Yeah, I mean, it's swiveling. And it's essentially a double vise, kind of. Yeah, I was just trying to repair the little handle on it. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to turn off my hood here to make sure that I don't just kill the battery. There we go. And let me shut off this welder. Make sure all the gas is out of here. All right. So that was all squared away. As of now, the little T-handle seems to be globbed on enough. I mean, I don't want to really push it anymore now that I saw that it's hollow. So I'm just going to let it sit and let it cool off, and we'll see how it works. See if the threads are still salvageable after this. But something I wanted to check on and deal with was this. The dyed. My goodness, this is going to be a mess. Let me grab this phone off of here. Yeah, it was a weak handle on there. It looked exactly like this handle, and the little screw basically like busted off one day, and the handle was just there. So, oh well, that's all right. We'll fix it, right, guys? You always fix it. This little clamp hates being away from the phone. It's like it's grown very attached to it. All right, let's see here. Let me grab this clamp, actually. Throw it on here. Trying to do it one-handed. There we go. All right. Showing you guys the inner workings of how I have to clamp everything together. All right. Now we can check on the die and see what's going on with it. Courtney and Gizmo. Okay. Stand by. They love it when we're dyeing something. Alright. One last little stir around. According to Rit Dye, they said this stuff is safe to dump down the drain when you're done. Bizarrely enough, that's what it said. That it is non-toxic. I said, how the heck is this non-toxic? This thing is dyeing the clothes like a completely different colors. But I'm guessing they must non-toxic type of stuff to dye it. No idea. Answer that, Rit Dye. Nobody hates you, the deal for real. Mike is Cooch. Let me check it. How's that? The deal? Is that good? Is it all fixed? Nice. Thank you, the deal. I appreciate you, buddy. You know I always have audio issues, and I'm glad I have you here to let me know. The deal is one of the OGs of the channel. He has been here for quite a while, and he is in fact the deal for real. All right, guys, got it going. Got the stirring stick all stirred up. Let me throw it over here. And what I'm going to do is, let me actually move this. How old is the gremlin? This gremlin, I've had this gremlin for about 40 years. When I got it from the previous owner who passed away through unforeseen circumstances, the person that I got it from through the estate sale said that he had it for 80 years. So, and apparently when he got it, it was just a baby. So, yeah, see, Domino, it has been around for a while. And unfortunately, there is a little bit of red dye that we spilled on it last time when we were messing with this red dye. So he's not too happy about that. He turned into a red gremlin, and it was very scary looking. I would not recommend it if you were thinking about possibly trying to do something like that. It was, like I said, very scary. And again, guys, if you have seen Murphy, the missing dog, let us know. Yes, he is very old. All right, gonna do a little rinse down real quick, guys. Let me throw you up on the. Okay, I'm hoping it said I'm live, so I'm hoping it did not just like disconnect or something. Let me move this light over here real quick. Throw a little bit of illumination on the situation. I didn't actually mean for that to rhyme, but it just so happened to work out that way. All right, guys, still piping hot. I've not seen a Gizmo in a really long time. Yes, the deal for real still alive. Thank you, buddy. You know what? Gizmo, he has been living in the garage for quite a while. Like I said, the previous owner died through unforeseen circumstances. The whole house was basically turned upside down. The weird thing about it was no food in the house. It's all completely gone. So strange circumstances from Mr. McKinley. That's the guy that I got the Gizmo from at the estate sale. He wanted to come watch the process. He loves it whenever I play with water, which is what I'll have to do real quick. Just gonna hose this thing off like I did last time. Let's see. I'll actually probably, yeah, I'll probably just hose it off. Try and position this hose. It's very crunchy. Let me actually take this out and wring it all out. This is the wine-colored red dye. Okay, just trying to wring it out. Try not to spill any on Gizmo. He is, again, he does love to play in the water. He loves, every time I'm trying to take a double bath, he likes to try and crawl in there. I have to keep him out. The best thing I could do basically is put him in a little floaty inner tube type thing with a reusable grocery bag wrapped around the bottom of him. And he likes that, but he always likes to try and splash around in the water. He likes to try and drink the water. There goes that phone alarm again. Right when I'm gonna wring out a denim vest that is covered in wine red grit dye. I am standing next to a mogwai that is hungry. All right, guys, almost got it all ringed out. All rang out. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and follow the directions on this one. I did not follow it last time. I sat there and tried to rinse it all out a bunch of times. This is the color of the vest. Oh boy. This is the color of the vest. It's nice and dark red now. So I'm hoping it'll stay this color. I'm going to go ahead and throw it in the washing machine. And we'll see. I got it all cleared out so I can throw it right in. Throw it on express wash. And yeah. It says to, for the first time, wash it without any soap. So I'm just going to wash it just like that. No soap, just water. That's it. And then it says wash it again the next time with soap. So I'm going to try that. I'll do that before I go to sleep tonight. And yeah, try and get that thing all dyed up, right? That's what I need to do. It's do or die now. It's time for Santa to rise from the ashes and become the motorcycle riding legend that he was always born to be. I have some white fur that I will be putting on the vest, on the collar, and on the bottom, I'm guessing. So yeah, try and make it as legit as possible. I also have a red motorcycle helmet that I'll be wearing. So I'll look holly jolly, and I will have a little bit of a belly. Wait a minute, these things light up? How does that work? I didn't even realize these things light up. Wow. Hold up. Oh, it takes a battery. No freaking way. Are you kidding me? I just bought these from Dollar Tree. I didn't even realize they light up. Let me check this out. Okay, it must be a AAA. That's funny. I just bought AAAs at Dollar Tree also. I said, huh, I don't have many AAAs. Let me grab some. Grab these AAAs and a couple triple dubs. If you guys aren't aware what a triple dub is, you are not young and you do not know about slang words. Because I'm talking about a real triple dub here. And by triple dub, I'm talking about the triple W Whoppers. All right? If you don't have 3 in your mouth at all times, what are you doing? You gonna whop or not? I'm gonna write a song called WHOP. W-H-O-P. Don't tell me these things take 2. Are you kidding me? You really want me to put 2 AAA batteries in each candy cane light? Like, if I forget to turn these things off one time, it's going to kill the battery. Oh man. Freaking cool. Hold on. I gotta get a triple dub. I'd say that's well worth it. Look. Oh yeah. Wait a minute. Wouldn't these work on a motorcycle? Hold up. Uh-oh. Oh. Thought I lost this little spike thing for it. Are you trying to tell me that at Dollar Tree they have these candy canes for $1.50 and all you need is 2 AAA batteries and one just absolutely disgusting day after turkey fart to make your holiday, to make the front of your house look festive and bright? Are you telling me that that's all it costs? If so, not bad. Check it out. It is working. I did turn the overhead light back on just to make things a little bit easier to see, but I will turn it off whenever I go out and place the candy canes out in front of the house and spread the holiday joy to my neighbors and children. Of course, they won't see them. Not yet. And my children will most certainly throw the most gigantic fit when they realize they cannot take the candy canes inside the house. They will lose their minds. But that's okay. They will learn. They will learn that the candy canes are an outside candy cane. And they're not real. Well, I'm not going to tell them they're not real. I'd rather them actually believe that they are real candy canes. I'm not going to absolutely tell them like those are real. Those are absolutely real candy canes out front. But if they ask me, I might just act like I didn't hear them. I'd say, what? I didn't, what? Or, oh, why don't you go do your chores? I might tell them something like that, just to get them off my back. I'd rather them believe that there are real gigantic pieces of candy cane outside the front door. And that's what we do for Christmas. But if that is not the case, that'll be okay. It'll still look cool. And for $1.50 a piece, we're talking $6 plus the $1.50 for the batteries. So $7.50 plus tax, and you get 4 of these decent sized. I want to say 3 foot, something like that. 30-inch LED candy canes. Nice. Let me turn these on and go put them out. Some of them are 10 times brighter than the others for some reason. Nice. $6 or $7.50 well spent, I would say. Let's see. I'll go put them right by the door just to cause the most chaos. When the kids see these, they will blow a gasket. And then I will guarantee you this. my daughter will be screaming, "Candy cane!" Like her life is over unless she gets that candy cane right now. You go ahead and throw a couple more out here. It's not bad for not having to plug anything in. I'll say that much. I didn't have to plug in a darn thing. Cool. It's looking like Christmas time. Fang's garage. It was just Thanksgiving, and now it's almost Christmas time. All right, not too bad. Let me show you guys. Let me actually go turn off the light inside real quick, make it a little bit better, and then I'll show you. Sorry guys, I'm whopping. All right. Let's see here. Is he an art project? No, he's not an art project. He is just part of the art projects that we got going on at Fang's Garage. Check out the candy canes, guys. Pretty cool. Nose ring means easily led. That's fine. I'm easily led by Jesus. Go with that. How about that? Leave me wherever the heck he wants. Take the wheel. Go ahead. I've been taking the wheel for so long, and it has led me down into a ditch about 100 times. So yeah, how about that for the nose ring meaning or significance? Looks deeper instead of brighter. I agree. The deal for real. I think that I wanted it to look a little bit deeper. I think it looked a little bit too light of a color. I feel like you should let the dye dry, the run through a wash or two. Well, I already threw it in the wash. It said to let it to wash it with water and then wash it with soap. So I'm not sure if maybe, because it said only leave it in there for 60 minutes. So I'm not sure if maybe it'll start degrading the material or something. I'm not sure. Lake cruise or lake ride. Oh, what? Cooched, but we still here. How about now the deal? I gotta figure out what's up with this mic. I figure out another solution on mounting it. Thank you. I'm not sure why it keeps getting all messed up. All right, let's check on this. Okay, it's not hot anymore. Uh-oh. The professor's taking off her glasses. She's trying to look cute. Trying to look cute again, guys. Great. I already tried to explain to her that we were just going to be friends, but she didn't want to listen. Let's see how this thing worked out. So I got the clamp here. Nice. It is able to be clamped. Very cool. Let me see how it does under. Let's try and clamp it onto something hard. Let's get something extra hard. Let's see here. Something clampable. Try this first. It seems like it'd be easily clamped. Professor's my type of woman. I'll take her off your hands, Fang. Oh my gosh, the deal for real. Are you proposing that you and the professor could be a thing? That is. I'll let her know. I'll ask her and see what she wants to do. She might want to come hang out. We'll see. Just gonna go ahead and clamp. See how this clamp works out. See if we can hold on to the pressure. It's good. Seems like he's held on tight. I don't think he's going. Let me move. Let me rotate you guys. I'll see what she wants to do. She's been talking about trying to get into being a dental assistant. So that might be something. Maybe you could help her out with that. Let me take this guy off of here. And let me try and clamp it onto something for real. Put it on here. We'll simulate this is like a handlebar or something. And grab the clamp right here. And, well, you guys can see it. Go ahead and clamp it. I'll put it up here. With this a little bit closer for you. Then clamp it. Try and really clamp it on there hard so that I can really try and test its might. See how this little weld is going to hold up under an extreme circumstance. I'm going to try and tighten it on there as tight as I can. Oh! It's on there so tight that I kind of hurt my hand doing it. And it is not going to budge. It is on there so tight, I cannot move it. And I don't think I'll ever have to tighten it on there that tight. Roberto Solo 774 says, where is the FB.I this guy should be investigating? He's doing something so weird. You know what? Roberto Solo, I agree. You're right, buddy. I should be doing some investigating. I completely agree. Me and Courtney here, we are actually pretty good private eyes. Believe it or not, she does have a little bit of a saggy skin problem, as some people have pointed out. But as far as going undercover, that's not really an issue. As you can see, I don't have a very recognizable face. Neither does Courtney. We can kind of blend into situations. We're not going to get caught anywhere weird. We can kind of blend into the crowd, and you wouldn't really be able to tell us apart from basically anybody. So you're right, Roberto. We should be doing some investigating. I completely agree with you, buddy. And I'm glad that you're here, man, because we need you to be part of the FB.I. This is an offshoot of the FBI. Of course, it's called the FB.I. But we need your help. And they need my help. or I need them to give me some help with the welding here, because I'm not the greatest welder, guys. But you know what? It looks like the little experiment here worked. Seems it worked out. I really think it worked, guys. Don't you guys think it worked? They all think it worked. They all really think it worked, guys. Just go ahead and grab my little buddy here. Grab my little partner here. Grab my little partner Gizmo and let him hang out for a second while I grab the vest out. Grab the vest. And let's do the test. Alright guys, do a little man, I'm not sure why my thing keeps disconnecting, but let me show you the vest. Check it out. One complaint. Okay, I noticed the collar. There's some sort of material inside of here to puff up the collar a little bit, maybe an inner material, and it's all balled up right here. So what I'm probably going to do is end up putting a little slice somewhere and then retrieve it out with some tweezers or something eventually. Not going to do that now, but in case you guys are just joining us, I use the wine-colored RIT dye to dye this denim vest red. It was previously just a regular blue jean denim vest, or blue denim vest. Bleached it, dyed it red with some, I think it was called Scarlet Red RIT dye, and it was a little bit too bright. I wanted it to be a little bit darker like this, and that is why I use the wine-colored RIT dye. This seems to work pretty good. I like the color of it. It's nice and dark red, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash it again. I just washed it with just water. I'm going to use soap, and then when I'm done with that, if it's the desired color, which I think it will be, I'm going to take the I guess it'd like the collar piece, part that goes around your neck. I'm going to cover that in some real shaggy white faux fur that I have, and then I'm also going to do that along the bottom here, and then possibly on the middle seam right here where all the buttons are at. I don't know how hard that's going to be with all the buttonholes and everything, but who knows, maybe I'll do it. If I have time, I will. For now though, I'm going to throw it back into the washing machine and put some soap in there. That's what it said to do on the directions, so I'm just going to try that. Low spin with just a little bit of soap, and let's see how it works out. Nice. It's all good to go. The whole team is here. They are consulting. They are giving us the results that we've been asking for, and it turns out that I am the father. So, wouldn't you know it? Let me go ahead and take you along for the fun little task that will be at hand every single night from now on. As long as Gizmo doesn't want to do his chores, because he doesn't want to do his chores, I constantly have to tell him, like, dude, do your chores. He does not want to do his chores. He doesn't want to pay the cell phone bill. He doesn't want to do any of his stuff. So, pay no attention to that. That's supposed to be there. Basically, what I'll have to do with all these, I'll have to be like the Grinch and pull out each one. Then come over here, pop this thing off, get to the little switch, turn the switch. Then, to retain the magic for the children, and put this back in, just like so. What's going on, Lake Bath? I am just turning off all these little light up candy canes that I had put out earlier today. I got these from Dollar Tree. So, yeah, earlier I was just doing some welding and yeah, just doing a little bit of repair work on the little clamps and stuff for the camera mount. Show me your face, baby. Shirsty Singh Jute 1050. Okay, I will show you my face. I am not, of course, a baby. I'm a full-grown man. Only full-grown men could drive a candy cane like that directly into the ground without a hammer or a mallet or anything like that, of course. So these are full-grown man activities. Give me 1 second here. I will show you my full-grown man face. I know you're dying to see it. I know you're dying to see my full-grown man face. Oh, a washing machine stop. No, but I think the music did pause. Give me 1 second, guys. Oh no, it's just an ad.
Shop Lowe's Black Friday deals only.
Okay.
Great deals across the store and online. Your choice offers and thousands of gifts in the 50.
Let me show you my. Sorry about that. Little kind of a mess up. This is my face. Not sure if you still want to see this, Shirsty, but this is what I look like behind the camera. So, yeah, it's not it's kind of alarming for some people to look at, but we're used to it here. Of course, Gizmo's very used to it by now. He's a long-term employee here. He's been here for a while, along with Alex and Samantha here. She's been here for quite a while, and usually she is operating the lathe. So occasionally she does go take long breaks, but that's okay. Samantha's a good employee. She can take some long breaks if she needs it. We don't need. Look, we're not running a big operation here at Fang's Garage, okay? Sorry about this, guys. Had my mustache trimmed recently, so kind of getting in my mouth a little bit. But we're running a tight ship, but it's not a large operation, okay? We give our employees days off. We don't work them to the bone, okay? We're giving people days off. We're giving them paid time off. We're giving them time to go hang out with their family for the holidays, like you guys are probably doing right now, which is what people want to do around the holidays. Am I right, guys? It's all we really want to do here at Fang's Garage is just be there for you guys to make sure that you're taken care of as far as all your projects are concerned. Any sort of treasure troving that you might need to be done. Try to put on the double eye filter. I want to see if it will work. Venom effect. Okay, you'll have to walk me through it. Double eye filter. Give me a second here. Let's have some fun here. Venom. One second, Venom. Let me try this. I'm not sure how to do this filter you're talking about, but let me try it. Let me see if I can find it. Effects. Okay. Extra eyes. Let's try it. Anything? Nothing. How about skeleton? Oh, how about this? Perfect. No, unfortunately, I just look 10 times scarier. Let me see. Yeah, I think I look about 100% scarier like this. With a tiny retina. Or a tiny little pupil. Looks like I'm studying you, like I'm zooming in on what you're doing, and I'm possibly getting more angry with what you're doing. Like you're doing something, and then I go, what did you just say? Yeah. Let's try this. Perfect. Okay. Sibling, I have no idea what that is. Underwater. Oh man, if this is coming out of the water, you would probably scream. I would assume. If I was swimming and I saw that, I would definitely scream. Yeah, the extra eyes filter does not do anything. Yeah. These don't really do anything besides make me look insane. How about this? No. 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 This is a good one. Privacy mirror. In case anyone wants to see. Don't look. All right, sorry. Is that Unreal Eye? Radeon, this is my real eye. Unfortunately, there was a small accident when I used to work at Toys R Us. It was a small accident with it was a little dart gun. It was not a Nerf gun. It was a knockoff of a Nerf gun. And basically you have this little thing where you'd shoot the Nerf gun, and then when you'd pull this other trigger thing, it would shoot out of the handle this way. And my coworker was playing around with it, shooting it, and I turned the corner, and he said, "Hey, Fang," and he went like this. I didn't see it. As I turned the corner, it was really high powered. It shot me in my eye. They basically had to do surgery on my face to cut the part of my orbital bone and graft it together into one eye. So basically, I lost one of my eyes. They saved one, but they had to structure my my skull around like this to make it work. So, yep, that is it. That's how my skull works, guys. Let me actually go take you over here and we'll get this closed up, put away. But yeah, it was a tragic accident at Toys R Us. That's why I'm not sure if you guys were aware of why Toys R Us closed down. That was not the sole reason, but I like to think it was a big part of it. Because I think they kind of really felt bad about what had happened. And because of that settlement, that's kind of what led up to bananabreadbros.net, which is our banana bread company that we run out of Dallas, Texas. We've got about 32 people that are working for us right now, and about 28 of those people are in the taste testing department. So we have quite the surplus in taste testing, and we have about 4 other people that are doing the rest of the work. So right now it's me, Courtney, Gizmo, and the professor. We're all just the taste testers. We're doing most of the work, but we have a bunch of other people that are just taste testers, and we are doing majority of the work. And then we're also doing some taste testing. We're doing some of the butter sampling. We're doing some of the other important stuff, guys. And that's how we do it at Fang's Garage. We're fixing stuff. We're getting it done. We're using RIT dye. What's going on with the washing machine? 5 minutes? Well, fiddlesticks. I don't want to wait for 5 minutes. I'm gonna have to throw it in the dryer anyways. But that's how we do it. We're getting it done, guys. We're cleaning, we're focusing, we're locked in. There's plenty of Celsius to go around, and I'm sure they're going to contact me at any moment about the sponsorship opportunity. They know that I'm serious about, I need it. All right? I need it so I can get stuff done. So. Are you white or black? I'm confused. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name before that. But what's up, buddy? How you doing? Am I white or black? I'm confused. I am not white or black. I'm probably, I don't know. I'd say more of tan. I would like to think of maybe like a peanut color, like kind of like a fresh peanut if it wasn't dried out. But your guess is as good as mine. What do you think I am? Yes, in the comments below. It's actually Filipino. So you're kind of wrong on that. Kind of light brown. That's all right. But yeah, guys, ended up getting this little clamp mechanism all worked out. Got it welded up. Was it the greatest weld? No. But you know what? Whatever kind of weird here, see how it's separated? This is like regular thread on the bottom. This is like reverse thread, I think. So what is going on, Frank Barber? UK, how are you doing, buddy? And Cam Black, how are you guys doing? I'm glad to see you here. I'm just testing out the little clamp that we repaired today with the Alpha TIG welder. Just made this little handle and welded it on there. And it seems like it will be working just fine when I go use it for maybe like the GoPro, or I could even technically use it on the camera the little clamp that you guys are on right now. So check it out. Earlier today, it was just sitting on the desk being neglected, and now it is a usable little piece of equipment, and I can hang it up. I can put it up among the other clamps right here. And yeah, whenever I go out next time, the reason I like this clamp is because this one, nice, clamps on there good. This one has a smaller clamping surface. So you can see the clamp that I'm using now has this bigger surface right here, like this. Can only clamp on something so big. This one can clamp on something fairly small. It has like a pretty good bite on there. And this has like a all steel clamp. So I like to have a bunch of different clamps whenever I'm trying to mount stuff. Like this one I mount on the sissy bar. This one I would mount like on the handlebar or the crash bar. All these different ones I use for like my camera, like the Insta360. I can just mount it directly on there, and I just have different mounts for everything. So yeah, trying to keep everything repaired and trying not to spend money unless it's absolutely necessary. If I can take it apart and fix it, that's what I do. All right. Again, guys, I am in the process of setting up a website. So I'm gonna have some of the weird items on there if you guys are interested. Probably not this one. I probably will not get rid of the little baby duckling, sorry. But you know, some of the weird items, wet specimens, that's a praying mantis. You never know what you might find. When I open up fangsgarage.com, there might be a piranha on there. Who knows, guys? Speaking of piranhas, me and Courtney here actually have a night diving lesson that we're going to go to tonight. We're going to be swimming out in this swamp area that is set up with these sort of pontoon boat things. It's not 100% legal, but we paid the guy already, and he said for $200 he's got all the scuba gear, he's got the spearfishing stuff. So you remind me of a dude from my makerspace. All right, little T2. Is his name Fang? That's my girl, yo, Bentley Trump. This can't be your girl because this is my little diving partner, Courtney. And we're not talking about just dumpster diving. We are talking about actual spearfishing diving. That's what we're going to be doing tonight out in the swamps. And hopefully we don't get bit by any gators out there, folks. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for all the likes and all the comments and all the kind words, guys. We are going to go see what we can find in the depths. And we got our metal detectors, we got our little diving knives, and we got our scuba gear. So Bentley Trump, hopefully you can join us next time, buddy. If you guys want to watch some more motorcycle-related content, we got the CB750 right here. We got the Ultima right here that has some raccoon skin on it. Don't worry, that came stock from the factory like that. We're going to be working on some motorcycles and some scooters and some other weird stuff. Tonight we were working on some just little tidbits, welding stuff. Whatever. Go check out some of the videos and see what other stuff we've been doing live. That's what we're doing, all the cool stuff. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time when I turn on the light. I'm out. Fang's Garage.